Hey guys, what's up, what's up? So I was going to write about this and then I just decided I was going to go live. I'll probably still write about it because there's lots to say on the topic, but I just figured I'd go live and I'm about to put my phone away for the day after that. Let me get this loaded. As you're jumping on, say what's up. All right, cool. Got it. There's been so many memes and so many people doing the things right out in the world right now. Lots of shaming happening for people, which I don't enjoy on a regular day. It's something that you guys definitely know of me that I talk about a lot because I don't enjoy anyone telling other people what they should and shouldn't do with their lives. And hold on, can you hear me? How many people doing? All right, you can. Cool. This like tripod that I have covers the bottom of my video or my phone, so I wasn't sure if it was blocking my sound. Anyway, so anyways, there's like a lot of shaming happening of people saying like, you know, how dare you tell people what they should be doing with their quarantine? How dare you make people feel bad if they're not doing, you know, making 100 masks and giving it to the hospital, or if they're not being productive, if they're not, you know, whatever. There's just all this, and that's not out of the ordinary. Like that happens on a normal day out in the world. But I think that in a way we're seeing everything through a very different lens right now. And so I wanted to talk about that for a moment because a couple people will say like I shouldn't be talking about productivity or like taking control of your life or building the life that you love or lifestyle creation. Like I shouldn't be talking about that. And I'm like, but wait a minute. I've always been talking about that. Like flashback 5 years, 4 years ago, and like that's all I've ever talked about. And like obviously it's evolved and now it's a lot more of a, hey Glenn, that's awesome. I'm sure it's a lot warmer in Louisiana than it is here today. It was hot yesterday and today it's cold and I don't like it. So, you know, we're looking at everything through a very different lens. And so I thought it was really entertaining that some people were like kind of making me feel as if I was doing something wrong for continuing to talk about life balance and how to, you know, your mindset work and relationships and connection and overall health and wellness and productivity and how to get shit done. Like, I just found it to be really entertaining that people were like, you know, we shouldn't be forcing people to do things or feel like they have to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe you're just looking at everything through a new perspective and it's a different lens, right? Because the truth is like, this isn't any different than my message normally on a regular day. And so I wanted to just take a minute and kind of talk about that. And while, like I said, my message has been, like the baseline has been the same all these years, and it's obviously evolved as I have to be more of a like holistic approach. And that's where like the wheel of intentional living comes into play. And I talk a lot about those things, but like, it seems to be some people are getting very, either people are seeking this out right now and they want to know all of the things so that they can feel really productive and good and about what they're doing right now. Or they're like, no, fuck you, you shouldn't be telling me this. Don't tell me what I should be doing. But here's what I want you to think about. Again, we're talking about different lenses, like looking at things through different lens and having a different perspective. Like, what you believe is, hey Stephanie, hey EJ, what you may not also be recognized is when I say be productive, like I don't mean that you need to be doing the things, like the tasks from the moment your eyes pop open until the moment your eyes shut. I mean, it helps us to be intentional. And I try to offer that perspective of being intentional with the actions that we are taking, instead of letting the day fly by or just kind of flying by the seat of our pants or going through the motions, because it leaves us feeling very unfulfilled. And it makes us feel very unfulfilled on a normal day in a normal situation in the world. And then you add in, you know, the uncertainty and the things that are going on right now. And it really amplifies those feelings of not feeling certain and not okay with what we're doing and not knowing where to go and how to navigate and all this different stuff, right? So if you look at it from that perspective of like, when I say productivity, I don't mean like, I'm not talking like Elon Musk, you know, working 18 hours a day. Like that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a very different thing. So a lot of people don't listen past the one word enough to hear the actual message. And the actual message is like, what if you shifted your perspective and you were intentional with the 2 to 3 things that you were doing every day right now, so that you could feel really good about it and feel accomplished and be intentional and know that the things that you're doing are adding up to whatever that thing is that you're wanting them to be. And maybe that is just going outside, and walking your dog and taking some space. For me, some of the most productive things that I do for myself and for my business are giving myself space to do not what you would be considering productive things, like reading or watching a show or vegging out and like unplugging from everything. Those different things are productive, but it's a mindset shift and realizing the ripple effect that comes from every one of those intentional decisions and how they do positively impact your life. And so when you do those things with intention and reason, that's productive, whether it may seem like a small thing or not. Like, there's no such thing, and all of that stuff builds on top of each other. But what it's doing for your psyche, for your confidence and your mental state, is building it and amplifying that strength and really making you be in a more of a situation where you're going to have less anxiety and less depression, fog moments, and more of motivation. Like, all of it comes with the territory. It's very much of a ripple effect from that. But so that's what I mean. So I think it's really entertaining, though, that people are like, quit shaming. I'm like, I'm the last person that will be shaming anyone into anything. So people just need to listen a little differently, I think, to some people's messages. Like, yes, there are folks out there who are telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing every fucking 5 minutes of the day. Like, geez Louise, trust me, most of that, I spend time then unlearning that with my clients, because they were forced into this way of thinking for so many years from doctors and gurus online and all these people telling them what they have to be doing and living life this way. If you don't wake up before the sun, then you will never be successful. And I'm like, you have got me fucked up if you think that that is going to be my existence, because that's just not how I operate. Maybe that works for you and that's amazing, but that's not my jam, right? So anyways, I just always want to offer that perspective shift of knowing that there always is a way to change the way you're operating or thinking. And it's never the wrong time for that. So I think it's definitely a great option for people to kind of look at it a little differently. Well, Glenn, I agree. I love having a schedule, even though I am working from home. Yeah, you have to, dude. You have to. Also like to plan things out for the week on Sunday nights. That's what we do in my group. That's what I've been doing for several years. I do all my planning on Sunday nights, food. I plan out my food for the week, my meals for the week, everything on Sundays. And it just creates a great balance. So I work from home and have for many years. And without having a schedule, I wouldn't have any of this. Like, I wouldn't be able to pay my bills if I didn't have a schedule. And I certainly wouldn't have like any sanity. That's for freaking damn sure. I'd be frazzled and stressed and it would not be good. Yeah, making your bed in the morning. There's actually, if you look that up, there's a YouTube video that was, I've shared it many times over the years, but there's a YouTube video from a guy, and I think he's an admiral in the Marine Corps, but talks about, like, he wrote a whole book about how you should make your bed every morning. It's like all of the ripple effects. It's the ripple effect of doing the things that come from that one behavior. And while it may seem small and insignificant, dude, it's not. And so I want you to think about that when you hear someone talk about being productive. Like, that doesn't mean hustle, grind, hustle, grind, hustle, grind. That's not what that's not what it should mean. That word's just been twisted up so much in our world, especially it's like a hot topic. So, but that's not what it has to mean. It means doing things intentionally for purpose that's serving you in any way that might be. So anyways, you guys, I hope that that's helpful. It just popped into my head today to share with you. So if you like the message, as always, please give it a thumbs up. And if you think this would be beneficial to anyone else, I would appreciate if you share it. That would be great. And I will be live again soon, I'm sure. So enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I had to think about that. I'm like, what's today? Thursday. Remember, we're looking at things through new lenses. Use that as an opportunity to shift your perspective and see things a little bit differently. So it's all a beautiful thing. It really, really is. So I hope that helps, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Talk to you later.